Now, I'm not one to gossip, but I will bring you the tea. Welcome to Chronicle Speaks.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at you.
Apollo Nida, who was formerly married to Phaedra Parks, who was a past cast member on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, has found himself in trouble yet again. Y'all remember Phaedra said he was just as crazy as a road lizard.
Just as crazy as a road lizard. Away from me with this. Okay. Go away from me. Stop it, Apollo.
Well, child, that road lizard hasn't changed at all. Same script, different cast. News was released yesterday that Mr. Apollo Nida was not spared this time. The police were called, and the person that called was none other than his current wife, Sherien Copes, who stated to the cops that they got into a verbal altercation, which turned violent after they found out that they were both cheating on each other. We are going to get into this story and so much more, but before we do, please be sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any news regarding this story and so much more. Now let's get back into it. Now, we all remember the marriage between Phaedra and Apollo that unraveled right before our eyes on reality TV on the hit show The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Phaedra's husband Apollo had this shaky past that obviously caught up to him. He ended up having to do prison time, and while he was in prison, Phaedra divorced him. However, all was not lost for Apollo. Where there is a will, there is a way, and a new woman stepped in Phaedra's place, and that woman is none other than his current wife, Sherien. Now, many people were scratching their heads like, how in the world did this man meet somebody while he's inside? He wasn't even outside. A lot of people thought that he was cheating on Phaedra already, and that's the reason why Sherien was able to move in so swiftly.
How did you and Apollo meet? He said, like, good friends. I don't know the full story.
We found love. Put it that way.
So we're not able to confirm or deny these allegations because we weren't there. However, Sherien was his rider. This was the woman that was able to ride out this whole prison stint with him. And in 2022, she became his wife. Now, according to the Instagram pictures, everything is all good, but as you know, those pictures are only what they want you to see, none of what's actually happening. So on March 3rd, 2024 to be exact, the online blog On Site posted a video of Apollo getting all cozy with the woman who was not his wife, Sherien. They also posted alleged text messages between Apollo and this mystery woman, and it showed Apollo saying that he loved her, he missed her, he wanted to get her pregnant, and even him saying that he was on his way to see this woman. Now, it's unclear who sent these text messages and videos. However, one could only assume that it's this mystery woman, and more than likely she got upset and wanted his wife to find out. Now, clearly this couple is either one, swingers, or two, horrible cheaters, because just 8 days after this video was released online, Sherien was confronted by Apollo for her cheating as well. So let's get into this police report and find out exactly what happened. So this is the narrative. On March 11th, 2024, Officer Nash, number 8359, was dispatched to the residence in reference to a domestic fight call. Upon arrival at the location, I was approached by the caller, Sherien Copes. Miss Copes advised me that she had just came home from a bar with her friends and had 3 alcoholic beverages. Miss Copes and her husband of 2 years, Apollo Nida, were having a verbal altercation about how they were cheating on each other. Miss Copes stated while having the verbal altercation, Mr. Nida showed Miss Copes a video of her kissing another man. Copes then stated that Mr. Nida pulled her by her hair and pushed her against a refrigerator. Ms. Copes then stated that she and Mr. Nida got into a scuffle. Ms. Copes stated that she ran outside and called for help. Then she went back inside and got her phone off the ground to call the police. Mr. Nida then left the location. Ms. Copes then showed me a surveillance video of the verbal altercation, which I also captured on my BWC, which is his body-worn camera. The surveillance video did not show the physical altercation between Ms. Copes and Mr. Nida. After collecting information from Ms. Copes, Mr. Nida returned to the location. Mr. Nida's statement was consistent with Ms. Copes. The only thing that was different was the physical altercation. Mr. Nida stated that while arguing, he tried to take Ms. Copes' phone from her. Mr. Nida stated trying to take the phone from her. She balled up onto the ground to protect her phone, and Mr. Nida took the phone from her. Mr. Nida then stated that Miss Copes ran outside and called for help. Mr. Nida then went outside and gave Miss Copes her phone back. Sherien denied medical attention when offered, and she also did not have any marks or bruises that showed she was in a physical altercation. She was given an incident case number. Apollo was taken into custody and charged with domestic violence and simple assault. He was also transported to the Fulton County Jail, and Mr. Nida's phone was processed and placed in Zone 3 property locker, and the police says nothing further. So the solicitor stated this: I, Keith E. Gamage, Solicitor General for the County of Fulton, State of Georgia, in the name and on the behalf of the citizens of Georgia, do hereby charge and accuse Apollo Edward Nida with the offense of simple battery, family violence, a misdemeanor for that said accused in the County of Fulton, State of Georgia, on or about March 11, 2024, did intentionally make physical contact of an insulting and provoking nature with the person of Sherien Copes, who is a present spouse of the accused, by pulling her by the hair and pushing her in violation of Georgia Code 16523, contrary to the laws of the state, the good order, peace, and dignity thereof. Now, Apollo posted his bail of $3,000, and he was able to be released the same day. Now, Sherien tells In Touch that it was a huge blowout between a married couple that has brought us much closer since then. We have worked through our issues and have been going to couples therapy. The end. Now, the bad part for Apollo is that he was and currently still is on probation. He actually tried to get that probation terminated not only in 2021, but again in 2023, and both times the judge was like, look, you're not giving me enough reason why this needs to be terminated. Apollo still owed a great deal in restitution, and the judge had recidivism concerns. Now, I'm shocked this news didn't come out sooner, and I'm like, who is the person that put this out here? I don't know. Something makes me think that it was that mistress. She just went typing in his name, and she was like, oh, let me run and tell it. And I'm honestly shocked that this has not caused problems with his probation. You know, typically when you're on probation, you can't jaywalk, you can't cross your eyes, you can't cross your legs, middle finger goes down, not up. Everything you do is under surveillance. They look at everything. And it's honestly like out, but you're not really free until that probation is gone. And that's why he's fighting to get it taken away. But I guarantee you now, with everything he has going on, he knows not to ever ask for that again. Apollo told the judge that he's an actor now and he needs to focus on his craft and be able to be free to travel, and the judge is still not having it. I really don't know what's going to go on with this couple. Apollo has way too much going on right now. Adding a wife was probably not the best decision to make. However, more power to them. What I need to do is hear from you. What do you think about everything going on with Apollo Nida and his wife Sherien? Leave a comment, and you know how we do. We'll talk about it down below. Talk to you guys later. Bye. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit that bell so you don't miss out on any of my new episodes.